Let's change some of the guilt that you may be feeling as a private practice owner. And this comes up so much, so let's talk about it. If you haven't met me yet, hello, my name is Alicia. I am a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I own a private practice, and I teach other psych NPs how to find freedom and balance in their lives by starting their own private practices as well. And I need to start out the video with saying, please excuse this chaotic situation that's happening behind me. You probably can't see all of it, but we have a ladder. I am building out a wellness center. So my office is all the offices are constantly in disarray right now. We're hanging art, we're hanging curtains. I'm having breakfast while I work. It's just how it goes. Today, I'm seeing a full day of patients and working on the wellness center, so it's pretty busy. And for reference, a full day of patients for me is 7. So I'm seeing 7. Usually I don't go above 10. Let's talk about a couple things that a lot of private practice owners feel guilt about that I think we should cover today. We're going to cover 5 areas that new private practice owners often feel guilt around, and let's reframe them. Number 1 is charging no-show fees. A lot of times when you are new, this can feel mean or unfair, and patients may be upset about it. Patients may be understanding. You kind of have this anxiety about how is it going to be received. But I really, really want to encourage you to model those healthy boundaries for your patients. That is your time. That's a spot that another patient may be trying to get into to see you. Even if you have an open schedule now, you won't always have an open schedule, so you have to model those boundaries early. And you can set your policy to be how you want it to be. You can say that first time is a warning, or you can say it's a 50% fee or a 100% fee of the session if you miss. You can decide what you want to do. But ultimately, it's very, very important that you set these boundaries, or else you're going to have people no-showing all the time and completely inconsistent income, which is not going to help you feel safe and secure in your position and in your job that allows you to provide healing work, right? We need to take care of ourselves as well as take care of other people. Number 2, raising your rates. This is a hard one because I notice a lot of new practice owners will start at a super, super low rate because they want to be affordable, but then they quickly realize that it's not just, and this is for cash-based practices, I'll say, it's not just the time that you're in session that matters. It's all the time that you spend outside of session, calling the patient's therapist, writing your note, ordering labs, reviewing the chart, writing portal messages in between session. So you need to think of how much it's going to cost to take care of this patient comprehensively. So I want to encourage you that if you feel like raising rates is mean or greedy or you're asking too much, I want you to think about how your practice really needs to sustain yourself, sustain your health, protect your time. If you're seeing patients nonstop back to back to be able to pay your rent to your practice and pay your personal bills, and if you're worried about these things and you're seeing patients super fast and you have to shove a bunch of them into an hour to make an income that's reasonable, that's not going to provide you with a calm life that you probably wanted and the reason why you went into private practice. And it's also not going to provide your patients the best care possible because you are rushing, right? So set appropriate fees. Setting appropriate fees is compassionate to yourself and compassionate to your patients. Number 3 is availability boundaries. Oftentimes, people will feel like they want to be available anytime the patient needs them. But the reality is you need, again, to set healthy boundaries and model those healthy boundaries and encourage self-responsibility and self-support in your patient. If you're available at 11 o'clock at night when they're having a panic attack, that doesn't encourage them. That encourages them to be dependent on you. It doesn't encourage them to use the skills that you talk through in session and work through those in between sessions, right? And so having whatever healthy boundaries that is for you is really important. Some people only answer messages Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Some people let their patients know that they will answer their portal messages within 1 to 3 business days. Just communicate those boundaries with your patients so they know what to expect. Some people want to work weekends, some people don't. But just communicate those things. And I have found that patients are very, very respectful of my time. And it's important that you communicate these things so that they can know what to expect. Number 4, taking time off. I see new practice owners struggling with taking time off and feeling like they need to always be there in case something happens. But again, this is not why you went into private practice. You didn't go into private practice to work 24/7 and never take a vacation. A lot of people go into private practice so that they can have the flexibility and be able to travel when they want to, or be able to live a calmer life, or a life that they want to that they can't working for someone else, right? But if you're always tied to your practice phone, then typically you're not living what you wanted to. So I want you to shift this narrative from I'm abandoning my patients to rest is a part of ethical care, right? You need that time off. You could arrange for coverage so another practitioner can answer your portal messages so that they're covered and you can truly, truly rest. That's what I do for vacations that are longer, or I'm international. If I'm just taking a weekend away, obviously I don't need coverage because I'm off weekends anyway. And if you're wondering how you'll get a friend to cover your practice, I do cover this in my private practice mentorship program for those of you that are watching that may be in that program. If you're not familiar, I run a mentorship program that helps Psych NPs open and run sustainable private practices. There's information down in the description below. And something that I just love about that community is that we have a list of everyone that's in the same states, and those mentees can reach out to each other and organize vacation coverage for each other because most of us use the same EMR. Most of us have a similar practice setup, so it's pretty straightforward. And number 5, working fewer days. A lot of Psych NPs might feel like they should be doing more, but ultimately your schedule should support your life and not drain it. I had a lot of shame on myself for a long time because I struggled a lot with doing 5 full days of patient care when I worked inpatient at the hospital. It would just drain me. I was so exhausted. And my therapist said something to me one time. She said, Alicia, it's so hard to interact with that many nervous systems on a daily basis. And I really felt that. I was like, why am I so exhausted? And so for me, I just have accepted that two max 3 days of clinical care in a week is what I need to be able to provide good care to those patients that I do have. All right, guys, I hope that this helped you with some of the guilt you may be feeling around these topics when it comes to your new private practice. And thank you so much for watching. It helps my channel so much if you like and subscribe so that I can continue to provide more private practice content. All right, I will see you in the next video, and happy practice building.